The Daily Network presents 10-11. 10 minutes of meaningful conversation with immigrant leaders and entrepreneurs every Friday at 11 a.m.
Hi, Raquel. How are you?
I'm great, Ayana. Thank you very much for inviting me.
For sure, yes. It's a pleasure to have you here after a long time. And yeah, Raquel, so tell us, me personally, I'd like to know more about you and what you do. So tell us about yourself and what you do.
Great. Well, I'm a journalist. I've been working with strategic communication and reputation for more than 20 years in Brazil. My background is in strategic communication. I still have a company in Brazil that works with big corporations and also leaders, preparing them to communicate better and strengthen their reputation, not only in Brazil, but globally. And since the beginning of my career, I was fascinated by the multicultural environments and how we can communicate better and really enhance our power of negotiation when we have these skills. So I created two important hubs, one for global professionals in communication and another one connecting Portugal and Brazil because of the language and how we could create and co-create and innovate together. But when I came here in Canada the first time, I really fell in love with the Canadian innovation ecosystem and also how the Canadians work. They are really a PR country connecting different backgrounds, different cultures, looking globally, expanding their knowledge in anywhere. So I really felt that this was the place I wanted to live and bring my daughter to study. So I came with her in 2009, and I've been guiding projects here. I opened already 3 startups here, and now I am with my business running since last year. That's the one that we are going to talk about. It's Canada StartHub. Helping other international entrepreneurs to come to Canada, reducing risks, reducing stress, and really bringing their company in a short path, also with more confidence and more prepared for the innovation and innovative ecosystem in Canada. Help other international entrepreneurs to have a successful journey and bring their companies to Canada.
So, Raquel, I have a question. So, for example, I'm already here in Canada and I'm an immigrant. I want to start a business. Can I go to you and, find someone like an incubator that can help me?
Of course you can. I have many clients that are already in Canada, but they were doing different things. They were working in a company or they were studying, and now they have a great idea. They have already something that is more consolidated, not only just a thought. And they want to understand how are the alternatives that they have, how they can really improve the business here, communicate better, create a marketing strategy, or really have a great network. And the incubator is a very good path for that because they have mentors, advisors, possible investors. They are already super connected in the business environment in Canada, especially the innovation ecosystem. And then when they are accepted, if the company and the entrepreneur already has a permanent resident status, he doesn't need to go through like the startup visa or intra-company transfer or any kind of strategy related to visa. But at the same time, the incubator can help the entrepreneur to really expand their network. Because imagine myself, I had 20 years of experience in networking in Brazil. How I can reduce the time and have the same networking here instead of 20 years, maybe in 2 or 3. I need help, I need strategy for that, and I need people that can refer me, can introduce me and open in a scalable way, right?
Correct. Well, because again, time is money, right? And how do you shorten the time is to really actually go to people that has been there, already committed the mistakes, already learned the path, so you can save time, get the knowledge, and move forward faster with the business.
Exactly. And when we are talking about a different country, time is money. And really, because imagine the company and entrepreneurs come here and they don't have the right strategy, they are going to lose money to stay in the country, expenses, rent, all the costs that are involved in a different currency. So the planning strategy and finding the right consultants, the right mentors to guide this path, they're going to reduce time, investment, and are going to assure that the journey is more successful. So sometimes I see people saving money without receiving the right advice, and they spend 6 months, 1 year to discover things that they could discover in one call.
Exactly. Correct. No, Raquel, with that, and you're doing a great job. Okay, oh my goodness, you're doing a lot of business right now. So how do you manage your personal time, as a mom, and then the business as well?
That's one of the biggest challenges for an entrepreneur, because we are multi-skilled and we have so many ideas, but the personal life, we cannot forget about it, because it's our mental health, right? So I came to Canada as a single mother. So I came with my daughter. She was, in that time, she was 9 years old. Now she's 13, an adolescent. And I really need time to guide her, and also to adapt her in this new culture. So I give me pauses in the evenings. I organize my schedule well. I use a lot of tools to manage my time and reminders about projects that I'm involved. I also work with Trello and different tools to help me to organize what I have to do in the other day, so I don't miss time on focusing and looking things that are not specifically my priorities. This is something really important, because otherwise we receive so many emails and things that other people need from us, and then we forget the things we really need to do in that time. And I also decided to understand more about the Canadian culture. So I am in a skating class. I learned how to ice skate. I have a lot of time that I invest during the weekend to go inside the nature, long walks, because then during the week, when I have to really focus my energy on business, I know at least that the weekend is there and I can enjoy. I think this is something that really gives me energy for the whole week. But I can tell you that using the right tools and plan the week and think about what do I really have to prioritize is something that I learned along the years. And another thing is that I don't work alone. So I have partners and consultants that work with me. So we divide activities and priorities. And I have a team in Brazil too, with my company in Brazil. So I guide them and I prepare them to work and have autonomy to make decisions. And I think for the entrepreneur, we cannot work trusting that we can do everything. We really need to prepare and do collaboration projects together. Then we are stronger, for sure.
Yeah, teamwork is the dream work, actually. You cannot just do it by yourself, right? Now, Raquel, if you have one book that you can recommend for aspiring immigrant entrepreneurs, what would that be and why?
There is a book. I did a negotiation course in Harvard 2 years ago. And I learned how important communication skills are for any entrepreneur, and how important it is to have a good dialogue, a good conversation, to really create innovation. Because when you open a truth dialogue, when you are open to hear other thoughts and understand needs, you can create innovation, you can understand your client, and you can bring solutions for their challenges. One of the books they suggested me is called Difficult Conversations, how to discuss what matters most. The writers are Bruce Patton and Douglas Stone. They are professors in Harvard, but the main idea of this book is really how we can create better conversations, even difficult moments, even when we are in a hard negotiation, or we are at home having problems, personal problems, or working with a team that has different skills, or a leader that works with you that has some challenges, and you have to help them to improve their skills. So this book gives a lot of examples, but also how you can manage that better. And I think when we have more empathy, when we can listen to the other ones, we can become better leaders.
Oh, I will check that book, Raquel. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now, any last words for our aspiring, or even to our immigrant entrepreneurs that are already doing business here in Canada?
I would say that if you are an entrepreneur, improve every day your network. Connect with people that can help you to scale your business, bring innovation, collaborate with you with better ideas in other areas that you have. Because when you find people that are super smart, super innovative, and you collaborate together, you grow so much. So if you are already an entrepreneur, try to co-create and connect with people, increasing your network. That's the advice for the ones that are already entrepreneurs. And for the one that is not and really wants to start, I would say that if you are afraid, if you are worried that you are not able to do it, it's difficult to change and leave your comfort zone, hold your fear in your hand and start anyway, because the fear is always with us. Because becoming an entrepreneur, you have this oscillation and all these challenges, but at the same time, it's fascinating when you have a purpose, when you have something that you truly believe and you can conquer your dreams. So plan well, find mentors and advisors that can help you to grow and start your business. But don't worry about the fear. It's going to pass slowly, and it helps you also to concentrate in your planning and do the best you can.
Correct. So networking, just do it even if you're scared, and continue, right? So thank you very much for your time, Raquel. Good insights, and you have a great day.
Thank you so much, Diana. And anyone that wants to reach me, you can connect me on LinkedIn, in my website is canadastarthub.com. And it will be a pleasure to meet you all. And thank you for the opportunity, Diana.
Thank you.
The Daily Network presents 10-11. 10 minutes of meaningful conversation with immigrant leaders and entrepreneurs every Friday at 11 a.m.